Have you ever stopped to think why some women simply draw attention wherever they go, even wearing basic looks? You know that moment when you look at a person and think, wow, she has incredible style, but you can't exactly identify what it is? I'll tell you something. For years, I made the mistake of thinking that elegance was about expensive clothes or always being in the latest fashion, until one day a friend of mine showed up at lunch wearing a simple CNA blouse, basic black pants, and yet she was radiant. Everyone was asking where she had bought that beautiful outfit. The secret? It wasn't the clothes. It was the right accessories. Today, I'm going to share with you 6 accessories that will completely transform any of your looks. And the 6th, wow, the 6th is something you probably already have in your closet, but I bet you don't use it the right way. It alone is capable of elevating any outfit from 0 to 100. So stay with me until the end, because these tips will completely change the way you dress in your daily life. Item 1. Classic gold or silver watch with timeless design. Let's start talking about a piece that many people underestimate, the classic watch. You know that feeling that your look is kind of bland, even though you've taken care in choosing your clothes? Most of the time, the problem is in the details, and the watch is one of those details that makes all the difference. I see many women wearing those giant sports watches or very flashy models, full of sparkles and details. The problem is that this ends up competing with the rest of the look, and that's not what we want. A classic watch, whether gold or silver with clean and timeless design, works as that final touch that says, "This woman has style." It's like the signature of your look. The golden tip here is, choose a model that you can wear both at work and at a more formal dinner. Metal bracelet, clean dial, without too much information. Simple as that. And look, it doesn't need to be a very expensive piece. There are beautiful options in stores like Riachuelo, Renner, that cost between 80 and 200 reais and have excellent quality. The important thing is that it's always well adjusted on your wrist, neither too tight nor too loose, and that you keep it always clean and shining. Oh, and if you wear bracelets, match the metals, okay? If the watch is gold, the bracelets too. This harmony makes all the difference. If you're enjoying these tips, subscribe to the channel because I always bring content like this, practical and that really works in our daily lives. Item 2. Structured premium leather bag without ostentatious logos. Now let's talk about an item that is practically our daily companion, the bag. Have you ever noticed how some women carry bags that look like they're going to explode at any moment? Or those little designer bags that are more logo than bag itself? Look, I understand the temptation to want to show that you have a designer bag, but the truth is that real elegance is about subtlety. A structured leather bag. And when I say leather, it doesn't necessarily need to be genuine leather. There are synthetic leathers of excellent quality. Without giant logos, is the type of piece that works as an investment in your wardrobe. The secret is in the structure. You know those limp bags that look like a sack? They end up making the whole look kind of sloppy, without personality. A well-structured bag with defined lines gives an immediate air of sophistication. The most versatile colors are black, brown, beige, or even a deeper wine. These colors match practically everything, and you can use them both at work and on weekends. Size? Neither too big nor too small. It has to fit your essential things without looking like you're carrying your house on your back. And a super important tip, always keep it organized inside and clean outside. There's no point in having a beautiful bag if it's all scribbled with pen or has that abandoned look. Oh, and if you can't invest in an expensive bag now, look for national brands like Capodardi, Santa Lola, or even in big department stores. The important thing is the structure and finish. If you're enjoying these style tips, leave your like on the video. Your interaction helps this content reach more incredible women like you. Item 3. Genuine pearls in necklace or discreet earrings. Now we come to one of my favorite accessories, pearls. I know. Many people think that pearls are grandma stuff or too formal. But look, this is the biggest myth in women's fashion. Well-used pearls are synonymous with timeless elegance. They have this incredible power to elevate any look, from the most casual to the most sophisticated. The problem is that many women use huge, very flashy pearls, or those complete sets. Necklace, earrings, bracelet, ring, all together. Then it becomes exaggerated indeed. The key is in discretion. A necklace of small and uniform pearls or a pair of simple earrings already does all the work. And you don't necessarily need natural pearls, which are very expensive. There are cultured pearls and even excellent quality imitations that have the same visual effect. The important thing is that they have that subtle shine, characteristic, and that they are always clean. Dull or yellowed pearls completely lose their charm. A tip I always give: if you're going to wear a pearl necklace, keep the earrings simpler, or vice versa. Never both together unless it's for a very special occasion. And you know what's the best part about pearls? They work at any age, at 20, at 40, at 60. They'll always have this air of sophistication. Tell me here in the comments, have you ever tried wearing pearls? How was the experience? Item 4. Pure silk scarf with sophisticated patterns. This next item is something I consider a true secret weapon of elegance: the silk scarf. Guys, it's impressive how a simple scarf can completely transform a look. And I'm not just talking about tying it around the neck, no. There are 1,001 ways to use it. The problem is that many people are afraid to use a scarf because they think they'll look like a flight attendant or too dressed up. But the truth is that everything depends on how you use it. A pure silk scarf, and here it's really worth investing in silk because the difference in texture and drape is striking, can be worn on the neck, on the head, tied to the bag, as a belt, on the wrist. The secret is in choosing sophisticated patterns. Nothing too childish or very loud colors. Prefer geometric designs, delicate florals, or even plain scarves in neutral colors. And here's a styling tip. If you're going to use the scarf on the neck, make sure it's not competing with the neckline of the blouse. If the blouse has a high collar, use the scarf another way. One of the most elegant ways I like is to tie the scarf on the side of the neck, leaving the ends loose. It looks modern and sophisticated at the same time. Oh, and if you don't want to invest much at the beginning, look for scarves in stores like Zara, Mango, or even at craft fairs. The important thing is the fabric quality and the print. If you're enjoying these tips, don't forget to subscribe to the channel because I always bring content like this, with practical tips that make a real difference in our daily lives. Item 5. Sunglasses with elegant designer frame. Let's talk now about an accessory that is functional and super stylish: sunglasses. You know that thing about sunglasses make anyone more interesting? It's true, but only if you choose the right model. I see many women wearing gigantic glasses that cover half their face, or very sporty models for occasions that call for more elegance. The result? The glasses end up dominating the entire look. The key is in finding a model that flatters your face shape and has an elegant frame. It doesn't necessarily need to be designer, but it needs to have quality and design. Classic shapes like aviator, wayfarer, or cat eye never go out of style and work for most face types. The important thing is that the proportion is correct. And a super important tip: invest in quality lenses. There's no point in having a beautiful frame if the lens is bad and doesn't adequately protect your eyes. More neutral frame colors like black, brown, tortoise, or even rose gold are more versatile and match more looks. Oh, and always keep your glasses clean and scratch-free. Dirty or scratched glasses completely break the elegance of the look. A styling tip: if you wear prescription glasses daily, consider having sunglasses with the same frame shape. This creates harmony in your look. Tell me here in the comments, what glasses shape do you like most? Do you have difficulty choosing the ideal model for your face? Item 6. Italian leather shoes, impeccably maintained. And we come to the last item, the one I promised would surprise you: impeccably maintained Italian leather shoes. Look, I know you must be thinking, Italian shoes? but that must cost a fortune. Calm down, let me explain. When I talk about Italian leather shoes, I'm not necessarily talking about very expensive brands. I'm talking about shoes made with quality leather, with impeccable finish, and mainly, and this is the most important part, very well maintained. You know what's the difference between an elegant woman and a well-dressed woman? The details. And there's no more revealing detail than the condition of the shoes. You can be wearing the most expensive outfit in the world, but if the shoe is worn, dirty, with a worn heel or dry leather, the whole look loses elegance. On the other hand, a simple shoe, but made of quality leather and impeccably maintained, elevates any outfit. Here's the golden tip. Prefer to invest in few pairs, but quality ones, than to have a bunch of cheap shoes that don't last long. Basic colors like black, brown, nude, and wine are the most versatile. With these 4 tones, you can match practically any look. And maintenance is fundamental. Always clean after use. Moisturize the leather regularly. Store in an airy place. Use shoe trees to maintain the shape. If the heel is worn, take it to the cobbler. If the leather is dry, treat it. These cares make all the difference. Oh, and an extra tip. If you can't invest in expensive shoes now, look for promotions of good brands, outlets, or even quality thrift stores. Sometimes you find real treasures. So, quickly recapping. Classic watch, structured bag, discreet pearls, silk scarf, elegant glasses, and impeccable shoes. These 6 accessories have the power to completely transform any of your looks. And you know what's the best part? You don't need to use all of them at once. Sometimes just 1 or 2 already make all the difference. Remember the story of my friend that I told at the beginning? Her secret was exactly this. She always took care of the details. Beautiful watch, well-maintained bag, impeccable shoes. That's why she always looked so elegant, even with simple clothes. Elegance is not in the price of the pieces, but in the way you choose and take care of them. If you like these tips, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss any new content. I always bring practical tips like this that really work in daily life. And tell me here in the comments, which of these 6 accessories do you already have, and which one are you most excited to try? I read all the comments and love to know about your experiences. In the next video, I'm going to show how to combine these accessories in complete looks, from the most casual to the most sophisticated. Don't miss it. If you love these tips, then what's coming now, you're simply going to fall in love with. Right here beside, I left a video that is practically a manual for you to continue becoming that elegant, powerful woman who exudes confidence, presence, and that air of sophistication that everyone notices. And it doesn't stop there. There's also a complete playlist full of videos that will elevate your style, your image, and your self-esteem in a practical, accessible way without needing designer brands. Click now because each video you watch is one more step for you to become that woman who enchants wherever she goes. Let's continue this wonderful journey together. I'll see you now in the next video.